As an introvert, I've felt misunderstood over the years. Why would I choose to stay home instead of going out to meet friends in a crowded bar? How could I possibly be happy working from home alone as a freelancer? Well, I do have 2 gorgeous puppies to keep me company, full of pure positive energy, love and affection. But even before I adopted my furry friends, I was quite content being at home, relaxing in my apartment, learning new things, dreaming up businesses or plans for the future. I often felt judgment, even if it was only from myself, for not fitting into the societal norms. In my early 20s, fueled by vodka Red Bulls, I managed to keep up with my friends. But as I grew out of that phase of my life and started taking better care of myself, the values of those outings seemed to diminish. Perhaps this was just a normal part of growing up, or perhaps I was just honoring my true self, because truthfully, as an introvert, a social one at that, being around people for too long can feel draining. And like most introverts, I need solitude to recharge my batteries. Silence, cuddles with a loved one, either the puppy kind or the boyfriend kind will do. Let's not confuse introversion with being shy or socially inept. I love meeting new people. Yes, I may be a little quiet in big groups, but I love those deep conversations you have in the corner of a house party with some random friend of a friend. I can only stand about 5 minutes of small talk, but if I connect with someone on a deeper level, we could chat for hours. So, how does one come to enjoy their own company? Can we learn to love being alone, or is it an innate desire that we're born with? I have to preface this by saying that there are certain activities that I enjoy doing alone, and others that I find to be much more enjoyable in a group. I love to browse the shops alone, take my time, no pressure. I love to work out alone in the gym or in nature. I love to wander Paris alone or with company. I love to travel with people I really vibe with, to share all the beautiful sights and experiences. I love to try new bars and restaurants with friends. I've tried solo travel and restaurants, and it just felt less enjoyable. What about you? What do you like to do alone or accompanied? While I feel that some people are more inclined to enjoy alone time, I think it is a skill worth learning for all. To be less dependent on others for entertainment and to be able to sit with your own thoughts and feelings. I know that the lockdowns we all endured shone a spotlight on this subject, and I have to admit, I didn't hate lockdown. Suddenly, I didn't have to make excuses to stay home. It was expected of me. Of course, I missed having access to the gym, but my inner hermit was loving it. However, I do acknowledge the need for social interaction as a human, and in the second half of 2021, I did make a conscious effort to socialize, and it's been beneficial for my mental health. For me, it remains a question of quality interactions over quantity. Over recent months, I've become more aware of how important it is to protect one's energy and be selective of one's company. The cliche quote we've all seen about how we morph into the 5 closest people to us holds some truth. Words are powerful. The attitude and mindset of those closest to you will influence you. Are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, who energize you, who are rooting for you, who are also chasing their dreams, or the opposite? In French, there is an expression, vaut mieux seul que mal accompagné. You're better off alone than in bad company. And I couldn't agree more. Sometimes we may not know anyone who embodies these positive qualities, but not to worry, because through books and podcasts, you can surround yourself with the words and ideas of visionaries, dreamers, philosophers, entrepreneurs, and spiritual leaders. You can connect with their energy through their writings or recordings, and feed your mind with the uplifting thoughts you need to become the best version of yourself. Today, I was thinking about loneliness. We can feel lonely because we are physically alone, and we can feel lonely even when we're amongst company. We can feel lonely in a relationship which lacks connection, and we can feel lonely in a bustling city. We can also feel completely content and at peace whilst in complete solitude. Perhaps the connection that is missing when we feel lonely is the connection with oneself. Does one ever feel lonely whilst they are honoring their true self or intuition, whilst they're expressing their creativity? I don't think so. So maybe the message is that if you're feeling lonely, introvert or not, try to tune into your inner guidance, to your intuition, to that little voice inside which nudges you along your path. What do you hear? What are you being called to? How could you express yourself today? Be that drawing, painting, dance, music, photography, cooking, a stroll in the sunshine, playing with your dog, playing sport. Spend some time doing something that brings you joy and peace, all by yourself. And then let me know in the comments if you replace those feelings of loneliness with contentment, pride, or satisfaction. Of course, you are always welcome to join this little internet community by subscribing. I hope we can build a space for thoughtful discussion and honest connection. And so I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.